So next up, I've got the pleasure of introducing Sabina from Hatimeria, which I think I'm pronouncing right. Today, Sabina is going to take us through the development lifecycle that she found useful with BigCommerce, and how her and the team at Hatimeria have streamlined it so that they can use staging environments with BigCommerce. So over to you, Sabina.
Hello there. I hope you see my sharing. It's the first time I'm presenting as well as Marina, so I'm a bit stressed, but I hope you enjoy the presentation. It's about the testing, and maybe a short story about that I'm a spoiled developer until I've started working with BigCommerce. So first things first, I'm Sabina Psuj, front-end developer for a few years, but if it comes to BigCommerce experience, I've started not long ago, actually, and what I faced with is shown on that presentation here. But I'm from Poland. I work with Hatimeria. It's a software house. We are mostly experienced in e-commerce, not only BigCommerce, but other things like Magento and other stuff. But yeah, among the others, we are doing projects based on BigCommerce and both headless and SaaS solution. So today I would like to dive deeper into this SaaS area and present how we resolved the situation with testing on production and why it was a nightmare for me. But let's point the main whys. So when I've started first time with a client with a shop based on a SaaS solution for BigCommerce, it was a time when the customer got a high number of visitors in their shop. So the problematic thing was testing on production to not ruin anything. But they want to update a lot of stuff there and make various upgrades. So we are struggling with that. And the changes for sure needs to be done before, it needs to be tested before applying them to production. And well, as you may assume, client was not aware that previous customization may affect a lot of places in their shop. We had the code after some agency who did some. Well, Marina explained that great with this navigation things, but what was changed there was a total mess and spaghetti code, as I can say. And client has limited technical knowledge and understanding of BigCommerce at all. That works for them, and that was great. But they thought that there was minor changes, but along with the work there, some let's say surprises pops out here and there on the visual side of this store. And what's more, the additional surprise here. Well, it wasn't a surprise, but additional thing what blocks us was working in different time zones because Hatimeria got mostly abroad clients. We are based in Poland and working here, but most of our customers are from US or other spaces in the world. So were we doomed to fail or production testing? Thankfully, no. And thankfully, the BigCommerce community is real great and helpful. And there were a few ideas to solve that issue, but until I asked community, I've let's say prepare my own solution. But let's point the 4 ideas which I found talking with the community and with people doing BigCommerce stuff. So the simplest idea, which may comes first to our mind, is uploading a theme without immediately applying it, but we can use a customize option instead, and we can preview our pages in Page Builder. That will provide us a relatively accurate representation of our content. I think I can say that there is a 100% accuracy, and it's a quite great option when we would like to test something. We can switch themes between them using some naming convention. Fits us, and I think that's good. As I said, that gives us almost 100% accuracy. But unfortunately, we are not able to compare 2 versions of our themes to each other. So what can we do more? Maybe we would like to use multi-storefront. If we are doing this, if our customer get this option with multi-storefront, we can say that we are safe, and we can separate one storefront and, for example, call it staging or testing, whatever fits us in this specific situation. So we have freedom to experiment and create content in these 2 separate storefronts, and we can test across them. But we have to spend extra money if there is no multi-storefront option as a default chosen by our merchant. But so maybe we can work with Stencil CLI, running some testing environment. Let's see how it works. I've recorded some short video how it works. Oh yeah, you can see that on a specific node version it's not working. I would gladly talk with somebody about that situation, but it's not the right time for now. When you're regularly run Stencil Start, you get this local host, and you can test your changes locally. But when you use a tunnel flag, you are creating a public URL, which allows you to share it with the others. You can see quite funny name here: Wet Tables Smoke, and finishing with loca. Loca means in Spanish crazy. So I'm not sure if it's like it's looking safety, but you can share it with your customers, with merchants you're working for, so they can test the solution applied. You need to remember that even this method is quite great. So you still cannot test unfinished widget placements for production. So if you have not published your widget or a widget you'd like to test on production, you will be not able to test it with this local or local shared URL. And what was our blocker? If developer and merchant are in the in different time zones, this may pose some difficulties because server must be run constantly if you'd like to share this with your merchant. So maybe Staging Pro. Staging Pro is quite a new solution, as I've heard, and I got the occasion to test this quite let's say 2 weeks ago. So I'm a bit fresh in that term, but looks very promising to me. And you can test a lot of stuff there. You get 2 stores. One is staging, one for production, and basically I think that it's a perfect solution for enterprise level e-commerce, because as I know, enterprise level merchants got this solution for free. And I think that this solution is great for non-tech users. So you can see here at how it looks inside. You get the production, you get the staging environment, and you can click through tabs, which allows you to do some manipulation between these two. For example, you can migrating data. For example, we have here some content migration. We can migrate products with just maybe not one, but few clicks. So yeah, it's easy and it works fine. So yeah, you can see how the products are with all the stuff they have are migrated. Very, very simple thing. Yeah, but what's the price then? I think that the only blocker here might be for like medium wallet businesses, because they need to pay extra for that. And if you are on pro plan in BigCommerce, they need to double pay for that. But well, actually, it's individual things. So I think that's great. Still, even if it costs. So can we go cheaper? And this is the time we are going to the solution I dive into, and how it starts. Well, as I said, firstly, at the beginning of this speech, I'm a bit spoiled developer. I was very familiar with developing, like having a staging environment each time I'm going with some project, and that was something crazy that we need to do everything on production, and I was not comfortable with that. Well, yeah. If it comes to my solution, I just create a separate sandbox as a second store, and I've used. I decided not to publish it, just to keep it unpublished, to be hidden over the code. Then I've recreate my production store, just not my production store, but the production store of the merchant I worked for. And I moved the theme and the content, and along with using Stencil CLI and API calls, I think you can achieve a great results with creating your own staging environment. And well, what's more, you get 2 separate stores, and you can apply and upload themes between them. You can test new solutions. You can test widgets you would like to test. And what's great in the BigCommerce community, you can you can test a lot of widgets which are available in app section in BigCommerce for free for some time, or some options, so you can find the best solution for your merchant. And I think that's great, and I say, well, giving us a lot of freedom solution. And I think it's a great tailored for small and, as I said, medium level wallets, businesses. It's flexible, gives us freedom of testing and having fun actually with the BigCommerce, with well, not ruining the production without nightmares that we are pushing something to production, and the customer will not be happy with these changes. And if you are having the project, especially when you are fixing project and it's previously developed by other agency who did a lot of not a great work there, and you are not aware that some changes may pop out here and there. I think it's a great to see this solution and check it. And yeah, time for your questions. I've prepared this slide, but I'm not sure if we have enough time. But thanks for your time. Hope you liked that.
That was really good. Thank you. I think we've got time for one question. I know you said before you were nervous about the question, but we have one. So if you got any recommendations or tips that you found when you were coming up with your solution for how to keep the data between staging and production in sync in the final solution?
Actually, I think that the biggest tip is communication tip, because when I started work with a customer who was not familiar with working with a staging environment, because that was the situation, I need to learn them how to use it, that they can do anything they want on the sandbox store I've prepared for them, and that they get the freedom of testing some features, testing widgets they want to use in their production store. And firstly, they've asked me if it's not affect their production, and if it's for sure. So yeah, I think that that's the thing I would like to share as a tip. And if it comes to moving data from one environment to another, I think, well, it's not like you are moving data from staging in my solution. It's not that you are moving data from staging to production, but mostly moving data from production to staging, but not in 100%, of course, because you're just using the ones you need. And actually, what's more, yeah, you need to ensure your customers that it's not the production. You need to keep an eye on that. And yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you. That was really cool, really insightful. And I know I'm pretty sure everyone on this call has probably run into this problem with BigCommerce. It's a very common thing.